Okay, we're back. Maybe I just figured I'd do all this in one thing. Yeah. Last time we left off, I said I was going to be talking about one of the glitchy puzzles in the game. Anyways, now my cat should go to bed. But now we're going to talk about it. Right before we get to getting the second gauntlet, like I mentioned in the last video, you come across this puzzle. Well, after you light, basically to get the furthest started, you have to move these panels in a way that you can, well, so there's two angels facing the, door, so that the hinges open, so you can open the door. That puzzle is glitched to all hell, because I did the solution. It's a very easy solution. I did that solution multiple times. Excuse me. And it didn't work. Like, I think it was about my 5th time at working on the second angel. And the only 2 switches can be used for each angel, and the other switches lock after one angel is completed. So it's not like it's hard to do. There's at most 4 solutions to that puzzle. Of course, one being right. It was about 6 times in, well, it finally worked. And you can obviously see the puzzle was finished. The cutscene just went, the game just won't recognize that the puzzle was finished. So I just had to do that thing like a few times more than I should have to get it to work. It's just like, why have a glitched puzzle in a 2-minute game? Moving on, I keep mentioning those gauntlets. At the end of Croft Manor, I was talking about the doppelganger. Well, the doppelganger, not like the one at Anniversary, has a mind of its own, basically. And it ends up killing Alistair, who was one of the characters in Legend. So he dies, which is why Zip shot you in the first place, because he mistaken you for the doppelganger. So, yeah, that's the problem. So after that, we continue looking for those belts, because we have the 2 gauntlets, and we need the belt to be able to have enough strength to use the actual, hammer. Don't try to make me pronounce it, because I can't pronounce it. I can't even spell it. M-J-O-N-I, whatever. So, and we need the hammer to basically kill Natalia, whatever the hell her name is. Because Laura's pissed. So, we then head off to Mexico to find the belt. And once we get into Mexico, we are introduced to, I'm trying to make sure I'm right. Yeah, we are introduced to the bike section. And the bike actually controls somewhat well. You can still shoot while you're on the bike, and the bike goes, of course, pretty fast, so you can basically skip the enemies. Once in Mexico, we need to do a couple puzzles with the Mayan calendar to get into the ruins where those belts is being held, where we are introduced to the dolls. Which are basically the things we fought. I think I called them race in the last one. But we are basically introduced to them again. Well, we have to kill them, and you have to stomp on them with triangle or use explosives to kill them, or they'll just regenerate. But after doing that, we are also introduced in that same room to the poison, which, if you fall in, basically you become one of them. So it's taking the time. You basically become one of them again. And yeah. I kind of lose track of where I'm going for a couple of seconds. But, I kind of got a little bit ahead of myself. Before you get to Dole's Belt, you have to find, am I even the right level anymore? To be honest, I don't remember. Hold on. Yeah, okay, I'm in the right level. I just have to complete idiotic. I'm sick, so. But yeah, you have this moment. Well, you have to find 4 keystones to open the pathway to the actual place where those spells is. You have to go through 4 rooms at this point to get each keystone. The blade room, the fire room, empty and smasher rooms. Basically, as you can tell from each one, one's covered in blades, one's fire, one is completely empty and completely pointless, and one's a smasher room. Things coming. To get past each blade, is just basically dodging out of the way. The blades, fire, you just have to jump very well. Smasher, you just have to wedge something and jump out of the way. And empty is just, yeah. Yeah, that's one of the, and they're not really annoying, they're somewhat easy. What's more annoying is actually getting into the rooms, because sometimes you don't know exactly how to. The game has a couple moments where it tries to explain to you where to go, but it doesn't do it well enough to where you actually know 100% where to go, and you just get stuck. And you end up finding out where to go pretty easily. But at times, you're just annoyed. After getting Dole's Belt, you will head off to the main islands. Probably saying that wrong. Don't care about it. Well, you end up going into Valhalla. Valhalla. What? Okay. But yeah, this has one of the most annoyingest one of the most annoyingest paths in the kitty. In front of the path. Well, it has one of the most annoyingest things in the game, where you have to get across these little, basically bridges, but like those swinging pillars, basically, and you have to get around them, but you have to turn them. A couple of them are blocked, so you have to get those around. You can get lost in this place so easily, because at one point after getting the second one going, you have to unlock. You have to backtrack, and the game gives you no hint that you have to backtrack. So you go around in circle a couple times, but you don't understand. It's obvious that you're going in circles, but you don't realize where to go. You're like, okay, I'm in circles, but do I backtrack? And there's 2 ways to backtrack. One leads you backtrack basically to where you were. And you're like, okay, that was a complete waste of time. Only then you just, out of running out of options, you just decide, I'll go this way. And you end up getting to a random cutscene that you never got before. It's just like, okay. And you then get Dole's hammer, at which point you have to go to Amanda's second mode. Well, it's literally copy and pasted, exactly the same way. The enemies show up in the exact same spots. They have the exact same weapons. The only thing missing, the only thing that's really added is the fact that you have Dole's hammer. And of course, it's different cutscene, because it really is a different boat, but it isn't. But besides that, nothing's different in that boat. Again, we're out of time. I can't believe this actually gonna be a 3-part review. But part 3, we will talk about, sorry, Part 3 we'll talk about, well, the final level of the game, and then focus more on, and then cover over a couple of the things I left off in gameplay. A couple more of my gripes about the game, and I'll show you what I'll be reviewing next. See you guys next time.